game. He's in health and safety protocols. Morant, Bane in the backcourt, Williams, the rookie, Clark, and Jaren Jackson Jr. on the front line for the Memphis Grizzlies. As we get ready to tip off here, Memphis has won 11 straight, coming off a win last night right here, less than 24 hours ago, barely, against the Minnesota Timberwolves, a game in which they trailed going into the third quarter and then fought back to win. Underway, here's Doncic over to Brunson into the front court for the Mavericks.
The big thing in this game now is pace. We know that Dallas wants to play slow, try to play tough defense, press the boards. And the other team, we all know that Memphis is a highlight film in the open floor. They want to push the pace.
Well, Doncic on the first possession, Hubie turns it over. He was not very pleased with the way that he played in their loss in New York back on Wednesday night in a game that most of you saw on ESPN.
Mark, we just got to underline the fact that, look, in spite of missing 15 games, he has a bad ankle, he's still giving you 25 points, and he's giving you 8 rebounds and 8 assists.
Desmond Bane missing the first jumper for the Grizzlies. He's one of the focuses of the Dallas defense here to start the game. Bane having a great season shooting the basketball again, and this is second year. Brunson at the elbow kicks it out to Powell. Doncic with 6 on the shot clock, guarded by Bane. Tough pass, and the second consecutive turnover for the Mavericks. The lob, the slam. Zaire Williams has been a great finisher for the Grizzlies over the past several games.
If you haven't seen this team play, you've missed a lot. They're number 1 in the league in fast break points. They'll get the ball up and out.
And that's again what they do here. Yep. Jackson leading the break to Morant. Tough feed inside. It never got to Brandon Clark out of bounds. It'll stay Memphis basketball.
Now, when you look at this is just good basketball. Get out on the break. If you notice, they always have 3 guys out there running hard. So they put a ton of pressure on a team like Dallas that wants to play slow. But the pressure for them is, can they get back? Transition defense.
Yeah, big contrast in styles there as Bane misses his second field goal attempt. Finney-Smith getting downhill to the basket. Good contest at the rim, and the Grizzlies just a half step faster come out with it. Here's Bane. Morant with the 3, an improved part of his game. Not that time, though. John Morant shooting close to 38% on his threes this year.
Going to give you an incredible stat. He's now 1 for 18 in his last 18 threes, but he's shooting the highest percentage since he's been in the pro.
Doncic missing in the paint. Here's Bane, full head of steam into the paint. The kick out, Zaire Williams.
Nice.
Boy, this rookie looking very comfortable, very poised, very much at home in the early going.
The big thing with them, you have to be alert when you're cutting on the break, when you make that cut, because they'll overpass sometimes.
Double team on the block. Powell couldn't get it. Back to Finney-Smith. Shot clock down to 8 already. Bane on Doncic. Fires the 3. And Jackson Jr. up to John Morant. Morant, the back-to-back winner of the Western Conference Player of the Week. Boy, Morant was so confident, he started walking back down court. Thought that Jackson Jr. was going to knock that 3 down. Bane putting a big body on Doncic. Over to Finney-Smith. He drives the closeout, and he says it with his chest.
So you have to punish them. If they're going to trap, or a semi-trap, a soft trap on Doncic out behind the 3-point line, someone has to pick up the roll guy coming down inside. That leaves the man in the corner wide open to run the baseline for the free pass.
Finney-Smith with a nice finish there. After a slow start, he's playing some of his best basketball this season. Clark up high. He couldn't cash in, and here's Brunson. Brunson kicks it out.
Nice move.
Kleba. And Kleba, as we see so many times, Hubie, stepped out of bounds. That's the 3rd turnover already for the Mavericks, and they're without their head coach once again tonight.
Well, the big
Jason
thing,
Kidd.
When you talk about the Mavericks right now are second in the league, right up there in fewest turnovers. So you look at them and you say, why are you overpassing here tonight?
Boy, John Morant plays at such a nice pace, Hubie, when he gets into the paint.
Oh, well, just get in front of him.
Yeah. Oh, is that all?
Yeah, he'll jump right over you.
Okay. Well, that's what it says on the scouting report.
That's right.
Doncic inside off glass and cashes in with his first field goal of the ball game.
Now, that was a tough shot, mainly because he had to adjust the hook as the defense forced him an extra step out.
Bain kicks it back out to Morant. Surveys against Brunson. Williams one more to the corner. Brandon Clark. Boy, that's a little bit of a surprise. Brandon Clark, not known as a three-point shooter, just 13% on the season, but he knocks it in.
Yeah, but see, they do a nice job in getting to the corner.
And Luka misfires. Shot tips it to himself. Great speed and chases it down over Jackson's head out of bounds. Great effort, but threw it behind him just a touch.
The energy level early on here is wild at both ends of the floor.
You can feel it.
Absolutely. You hit it right on the head.
Brunson out top. Jalen Brunson throws it up, and a nice finish by Dwight Powell inside.
I see he did what supposedly is ineligible this year. He cut in front of a defensive player, but it forced the switch, and that opened up the lob. Brunson is having a great season at both ends.
16 consecutive starts for Brunson, averaging about 19 a game and taking good care of the basketball. Williams kicks it out to Clark. Another three and one. Brandon Clark with a chance for a 4-point play. Getting his first start of the season, looking good here.
Yeah, see that you like here tonight has been the ball movement. The spacing for Memphis has been outstanding. They're covering the corners. On the break, they're getting three guys on the break, so they continue to get that advantage once you try to double team any player. So you love what's happening right now. The thing is slow down a little bit so you can make the better pass.
Here's Finney Smith out top, little handoff to Doncic, and Doncic with a nice floater in the paint.
Now look, his last two moves have been absolutely textbook. That floater, the little drip, the Euro step, and then the hook going to the right. Beautiful.
Morant kicks it out. Williams, and Doncic with the board, looking to hit it ahead to Finney Smith. Powell inside in traffic, got fouled by Jackson Jr. We're going to time out of the floor. Memphis leading.